Good evening, everyone. This time I thought it'd be good to take a break from looking at Terraria and... Wait, where are you going? Whatever. We're doing it anyway because I want to. This time we're going to discuss the king of the silent treatment himself, Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. Gordon Freeman is an approximately 6-foot-tall, 27-year-old theoretical physicist, although his exact date of birth is unclear, but likely to be the late 1970s. He was born in Seattle, in the United States, and his appearance is primarily defined by his piercing green eyes, thick-rimmed glasses, and stylish goatee. However, his main defining feature is his borderline muteness. While it seems as though he's spoken in the past, he has not done so since the Black Mesa resonance cascade, potentially implying that he has suffered some sort of trauma from the experience, although this has never been confirmed. Despite being a physicist, Freeman seems very versed in the use of an array of firearms, likely attributed to his extensive hazard training provided by Black Mesa. As far as we're aware, Freeman is not particularly special in any particular way, and was rather forged through hardship, constant combat, and the inventive use of his intelligence into the saviour of humanity. Having an apparently average childhood, Gordon took well to the sciences, particularly physics, eventually following his interest through university and into MIT, where he earned a PhD through his research into quantum mechanics under Dr. Isaac Kleiner. After graduating MIT, Gordon would shift his focus from theoretical physics and takes a postdoctoral position in experimental physics at the University of Innsbruck, Austria. However, after some time he is recommended by his former professor, Dr. Kleiner, for a position at the Black Mesa Research Facility in New Mexico, where he would be working as a research associate in the Anomalous Materials Laboratory. Gordon would eagerly take this position, apparently happy to work with his old mentor, and is sponsored by a classified benefactor, as well as provided with on-site accommodation, although the lack of commute does not prevent him from being frequently late. In the short time Gordon would work at Black Mesa, he would complete various forms of training, including the hazard course and hazardous environment suit orientation. He would also forge a fast friendship with security guard Barney Calhoun, challenging each other to retrieve Isaac Kleiner's keys, when he would often lock them in his office. Upon the acquiring of a very pure anomalous crystal from a mysterious donator, Gordon is tasked with inserting the sample into the antimass spectrometer, which would end up causing the resonance cascade, due to a combination of the sample's purity and the fact the device was being run at over 100% capacity. The cascade would open portals to the border world of Zen, and surviving the incident because of his hazard suit, Gordon is forced to fight through Black Mesa and travel to Zen in an attempt to close the portals. Along the way he learns the secrets of Black Mesa and how they had been interfering with the border world already, capturing creatures, dissecting them, and seemingly trying to harness the power of Zen for their own teleportation experiments. Upon defeating the Nihilanth, who was keeping the portals open, Gordon is offered a job by the mysterious individual who supplied the Zen crystal, which first caused the resonance cascade. Having implied that rejection would mean certain death for Gordon, he takes the offer and is placed into status for around 20 years, at which point he is awoken into City-17 to a world subdued by the Combine, an alien empire that noticed the Black Mesa resonance cascade and the ensuing portal storms and chose to use their might to conquer Earth. Having become somewhat of a hero figure for what he accomplished at Black Mesa, Gordon works with a team of his old friends, Kleiner, Barney, Eli Vance and his daughter Alex, to strike back at the Combine, solidifying his status as the saviour of Earth. During this time, he would often work alongside Alex and eventually become close with her, but he would also be watched by his mysterious employer, who would pull him back into status once Gordon and Alex successfully disabled the Combine's command center, the Citadel. He would be quickly rescued, though, by Vortiguns, former enemies he slaughtered en masse in Black Mesa, and returned to City-17, where he would help evacuate civilians before escaping into the countryside as the Citadel exploded. There, he would attempt to regroup with the Resistance while trying to save Alex's life, after she was mortally wounded by a Combine hunter. Upon making it to the Resistance base at White Forest and driving back a force of Combine remnants, Gordon would be instrumental in closing the Combine's super portal, which would have been used to summon reinforcements from their homeworld. His next task would have been to track down the Aperture Science research ship, Borealis, to retrieve or destroy a piece of dangerous technology. However, the last we see of Freeman is somewhat confusing, as he was at first witness to the death of Eli Vance, but in a paradox involving his mysterious employer, or as it transpires ex-employer, he awakens to find Eli inexplicably alive and Alex gone. It is currently unknown if Gordon would continue his mission to the Borealis, but it's made clear that Eli wants him to assist in finding his daughter and the man who abducted her. From humble intellectual beginnings, Gordon Freeman becomes a hero more out of happenstance and catching the eye of a highly suspect businessman, more than being a chosen one of sorts. While it's a little difficult to understand how he became such a focal point of a revolution during his 20-year absence, it is likely that a figure was simply needed in order to deify and rally people to the cause, and who better than the man who originally closed the portals and effectively saved Earth. Despite his actions, the fact that he is only human with no special traits would typically mean a lower notoriety, but given that his profile continues to grow with each of the spectacular feats he carries out, there was no other choice but to assign Gordon Freeman a notoriety of high. I know I've rambled on for quite a while on this one, but there is actually quite a lot to say about Freeman, and I've missed out a whole bunch of stuff so you can just get the cliff notes. Don't worry though, there's plenty of additional material out there if you want to go looking for it. I mean, it's not bad for a guy that never really says anything. Anyway, please subscribe for more of these lectures, become a patron or channel member to get early access to this course, or to vote on future topics, and share with your friends if you found it interesting. Now, as always, take care of yourselves and have a great day.